I'm making my most luxurious Persian knife. In the last episode, we turned plain carbon steel and pure nickel into a solid billet of high contrast Damascus. But now I have to turn this Damascus into a real mosaic without destroying the pattern I've already spent days on. If this works, the pattern won't just pop. It'll explode across the blade. And if it doesn't, I'm about to turn a whole lot of work into scrap. Let's find out. I'm prepping the billet for a 4-way. That's what turns the pattern into a mosaic. I cut it down into 4 bars. They need to be ground clean or they won't weld back together. I've got our bar of Damascus cut up into 4 pieces. We're about to 4-way it, and then once this is done, we'll have a complete mosaic Damascus picture on the end of the bar. It's gonna look really cool. I'm gonna TIG weld these side seams together. Now there's a couple of large gaps on here. To fill those gaps, I cut up some 1084 steel and I'm gonna use the TIG welder to help me fill these gaps with this. And when I say fill the gaps, I'm not trying to fill them, I just need to span the gap and close it up so it's all sealed up inside. I hope this won't come back to bite me later and leave some kind of a horrible black line in the Damascus pattern. I think it won't, but there's a chance that something could happen. Prep's done. Now we get to have some fun.
It's a new day. It's time to light the dragon's fire. Woo!
I like putting the billet in the forge while it's coming up to heat. It's easier on the welds, and there's less chance of anything popping open. Using angle iron helps me hit all 4 sides at the same time. That's looking really good.
About ready to cut the end of the billet off, and I need to determine if I want to 4-way the billet again to multiply the layers times 4, or if I want to do 2 4-ways to really get it multiplied up.
I'm getting ready to reveal the pattern, but a few years ago, I got really into cycling. I was riding a lot, pushing myself hard, and it was the best I've ever felt physically. But then I hurt my knee from pushing myself too hard, and that injury played a big role in me stepping away from working out for a long time. Then Trainwell reached out, the sponsor of this video, and wanted me to try their one-on-one remote personal training. So I figured this might actually be the perfect opportunity to get back into fitness the right way. What stood out to me is that Trainwell isn't just a workout app. You actually get paired with a real trainer. For me, that's Nate. On our onboarding call, we talked through my goals, my past injury, and the kind of physical work I do in the shop. From there, Nate started building workouts tailored specifically for me, with a focus on strengthening my core, back, and knees so I can rebuild strength while avoiding injury. Something I'm really enjoying is that Nate mixes up each day's workouts to keep it interesting. So you're not just doing the same thing every day. Another thing I like is that I can do these workouts at home. Nate built bodyweight workouts that work with the equipment I already have, which is just a bike, and everything is laid out clearly in the app.
Next, Nate has me doing a glute march, and I am so glad I have the little video of a trainer doing the exercise because I would have no clue what that is whatsoever.
I've been working with my trainer Nate for a couple of weeks now, and I already feel healthier and stronger.
That was tough, but I could handle it. That felt really good.
And for the first time in a long time, I'm actually staying consistent with my workouts. But the biggest difference for me is the accountability. Having a real trainer guide me through the process makes it much easier to stay consistent.
And here's how our pattern's looking. Look at that. Oh man, that's coming together really cool.
If you want to try it yourself, scan the QR code on screen or use the link in the description to take the quiz, get matched with your trainer, and start with 14 days free. Thank you, Trainwell, for sponsoring this video. It's time to figure out what I want to do. After staring at it for a while, I decided the answer was more forging. Forging's a workout. This billet's around 15 pounds. Nice and straight. I love that.
My bar this time came out to be almost 26 inches long, so I'm cutting each piece just under 6.5 inches. We're gonna cut this up into 4 equal length pieces and then 4-weigh it once again.
I want to grind the scale off. Hopefully the rubber bands will keep everything together long enough to weld it. I'm ready to smash.
Things are about to heat up.
Into the forge we go.
I'm about to take my 4-way billet out of the forge and use the squaring dies to forge weld all 4 pieces together, pushing in on all sides at the same time.
This will be the curviest knife I've ever made. It's gonna be big too.
And now the billet is one solid piece and we can continue drawing it out.
I'm making the guard and pommel out of this same Damascus, which means at some point I need to cut some off. That's the question running through my head right now. How much to cut off? Too much and I don't have enough for the blade. Too little and I don't have enough for the fittings. So I slow down and think it through.
After a bunch of head scratching and looking at my piece of metal and looking at my sketch, I think I've decided on how much metal I need to cut off for the guard and the pommel. So I'm gonna cut off this chunk here for guard and pommel. This chunk here should be enough for the blade, hopefully.
Once that's decided, it's back into the forge to keep working the blade side.
I've got this chunk of the billet all drawn out. I think there should be plenty here for the blade.
I'm prepping this billet for tile welding. This is where the pattern moves from the end of the billet to the side, so it actually shows up on the knife. I start by flattening everything on the surface grinder. Man, I love this surface grinder. This thing's a beast. There's a lot of measuring here, and then measuring again. I've got a formula for this stuff, but I'm not getting into that right now. You can check it all out in my courses. I like cutting my tiles at a 35-degree angle. I cut the first chunk and realized pretty quick I need a piece of wood behind it. That keeps everything supported and straight. Once the tiles are cut, I clean them up on the grinder. I'm gonna need some thin sheet metal for later. The tiles get rotated so they mirror each other, then flipped. Now that sheet metal can go on the outside, kind of like an ice cream sandwich. All right, now it's ready for some smashy smashy.
Need all this snow to melt.
I want these separate tiles to become one. So I heat them up and start bringing them to temperature. Distortion's the enemy at this point, so I'm watching it closely, trying not to hit it too much. I don't want it cooling off too much, so it goes back into the forge often. Now I grind the edges so the sheet metal won't go into the billet. It's ready for the next stage. So this is the Damascus billet. I need to forge weld a strip of 1084 onto it. The pure nickel that's in the Damascus billet won't harden, so it won't make a good edge. That's why I'm putting the extra steel only on the edge. I want a clean, flat spot for it to go on. So I'm taking my time, doing all the tricks just to get this billet flat.
Now I've got this big hexagon bar of 1084 in the forge, and I'm gonna forge that out into what will become our blade edge.
One of the cool things about forging is, if you don't have the right stock on hand, you can just make it. That's the plan here. Just like the Damascus billet, this square bar needs to have a flat side too.
I've ground cut, milled, and sanded on these two pieces. This is our tile mosaic. This is gonna become our black edge for the knife.
That's coming up in the next episode. And before we go, if you need prayer for anything, you can email us at prayforme@royerx.com. My mom personally reads every message and prays for each one. And if you want to try Trainwell yourself, click the link in the description to take the quiz, get matched with your trainer, and start with 14 days free.